What is the Florida State Fair? The Florida State Fair started in 1904, actually downtown at Henry B. Plant's Tampa Bay Hotel. Now it is the Henry B. Plant Museum and the University of Tampa. In 1915, they combined with Tampa's Gasparilla Carnival to become what they call the biggest, best, most deep-fried event of the year. As they grew in popularity, the need for a governing body arose. In 1975, the Florida State Legislature made the Florida State Fair Authority. Now an official organization, they packed up and moved to what is now their new home in the Florida State Fairgrounds you know and love today, just off of I-4. As the name may make you think, it's a huge fair hosted right in East Tampa. The fair celebrates all that is Florida with open air, of course tons of rides, actually over 90, tons of fried fair food, over 500,000 attendees on average, and over $1 million given out in prizes to exhibitors and competitors. Oh yes, there is a huge Expo Hall just for exhibits, vendors, and art and craft displays. This Expo Hall is actually also used throughout the year for some local school graduations in the early summer and tons of other events throughout the year. The Florida State Fair also hosts tons of shows, such as Cowboy Boot Camp. I'm actually really interested to know what that one's all about. Mobile glass blowing, pig races, daredevil stunts, Wet n Wild, many different types of circuses, and tons more. The part most come for, the Midway. They claim to be the biggest midway in the USA with over 90 rides. The fairground stretches across 330 acres and is permanently located adjacent to I-4 and I-75 in the heart of bustling Tampa. The Florida State Fairgrounds is the place for family fun and entertainment year-round. The Bob Thomas Equestrian Center, for example, is a great thing right there on the fairgrounds. They are a premier show facility designed for horse shows, competitions, and other special events, often hosting equestrian events for approximately 46 weeks out of the year. The Equestrian Center includes exercise grounds, warm-up rings, 2 covered show rings, a Grand Prix ring, and an indoor climate-controlled pavilion. Next up is Agri-Business. The Agri-Business department handles the livestock portion of the Florida State Fair and coordinates all open and youth farm animal shows, as well as year-round tours and programming like Agri-Venture to expose students to the agricultural industry. The goal of the Agri-Business department is to provide quality, competitive programs representing Florida's vast agricultural community. My absolute favorite is the Cracker Country Living History Museum. Mildred W. and Doyle E. Carlton Jr.'s Cracker Country is a living history museum located within the Florida State Fairgrounds. In Cracker Country, you can discover the history of the early 1900s in rural Florida. The museum holds a collection of 13 original buildings, both public and private, dating from 1870 to 1912. Cracker Country is not open to the public year-round, but does open its gates for a few select dates throughout the year, as well as during the annual Florida State Fair. The Florida Learning Garden. Keep Tampa Bay Beautiful has teamed up with the Florida State Fairgrounds to develop an interactive learning garden. The garden illustrates the variety of ways food and Florida-friendly landscaping can be grown in Florida. During the Florida State Fair, the Learning Garden will be open for fair visitors to tour. The MidFlorida Credit Union Amphitheater leases 17 acres from the Florida State Fairgrounds and is managed by Live Nation, actually not the fairgrounds. But they are a great source of fun concerts and things like that. Actually, I grew up going to a lot of different smaller concerts and things of that nature right there at the amphitheater. Back in those days, it was often called the Ford Amphitheater because Ford sponsored it at the time, or the 1-800-ASK-GARY Amphitheater, which just truthfully was way too long. But it's been a couple different named amphitheaters throughout the years, but has stayed the same great concert venue for all of Tampa to enjoy. For more great events here in the Tampa Bay area, check out this playlist here. And for more great Tampa stuff, especially the suburbs, subscribe to my channel.